The other camera's on. That's when you edit everything.
Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the Dondi DeVarreaux show. I am your girl, Val DeVarreaux, and I am accompanied by my brother from another mother,
Prince Dondi. How are you doing? This is a very lovely, wonderful, beautiful day.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. For those of you joining us for the very first time, I want to let you know that we are part of the NMG Podcast Network. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, people, so you don't miss what I say, bro? Episode on the Dondi DeVarreaux show.
That's right.
Because we keep it all the way live.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Today's episode is going to be entitled Clarity. And the reason we chose that word was because previously we've done an episode called Understanding. And we told you guys that understanding is the key to every successful relationship, right?
Most definitely. I do believe that. I strongly believe that.
However, it has come to our attention that some people don't understand. So we have to do a show now on clarity.
There you go.
You want to tell them what we talking about, Dondi?
Well, actually, in reality, I strongly know it hits home with me. And the clarity part about it is that I think, if I say it, you all going to say, there he is again, of telling me exactly what I should do and shouldn't do. So I'm going to let it come in, so her. I'm going to bring it here to my sister, and she's going to tell me what she basically hears out of clarity with a man and a woman. And this is because if I come in to you right now, I'm coming in hot, and I shouldn't come in hot.
No, you don't go in hot now.
I'm going in hot, so I got to...
Those of you that know me know we don't go in hot.
Okay, well, we don't go in hot, so what I'm going to go ahead and mile it down with some mild sauce.
We're going to talk to the women out there, okay? Because you know Val DeVarreaux is all about helping her sisters. I'm trying to help y'all keep a man now. I'm trying to help you get one and keep him.
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing to get him, but it's another thing to keep him.
God knows that's true.
When we talk about clarity, we're trying to let you know that you have to understand the situation that you're in. You know, we as women, we are emotional creatures. You know, we feel like an act of intimacy is an automatic commitment. Whereas the male species don't necessarily feel that way, do they, Dondi?
Not exactly. I strongly say we don't, because the fact of the matter is that, and I'm gonna look. This is a show, but we just gotta keep it real. God damn it, there's no way around.
Keep it real, baby.
Look here, you know, there's some times where it's that you want more than just apple pie. You want some peach cobbler, and you want some cake, and you want little donuts on the side.
A little variety, you know what I'm saying?
You know, and so guys out here, you know, for the ones who understand exactly what that's at, and he's not trying to stay in one relationship. He's trying to knock off one in the morning, one in the another one in the morning, and 2 in the afternoon. Maybe get about go 4. You go 4 or 5. You good for a day. And you know the thing about it,
the problem is we as women, like I told my brother, we are emotional creatures. So we don't operate the way they operate. Now, for a guy, and you correct me if I'm wrong, bro.
I will.
For a guy, they can have physical intimacy with a woman, and it be just that. For us, when we engage in the act of physical intimacy, to us, that's an automatic commitment because we have put thought into this, first of all. We've already thought about this. And we hear and we think what we want to think, regardless to what you tell us.
All right.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, but women...
Okay. I have a question on that too, so I'm gonna let her go ahead because I have a very deep question. I mean, you know what? It just come to me, it hit me right because I didn't know how to say this. A couple of days ago, I still was tongue tied. I didn't understand exactly how to say it, but I'm all people out there was tongue tied. I'm just saying that I was tongue tied. You know.
What? What's your question?
My thing is that okay? If that's to be true, that to be so, as that to be so, why is it that women see? Look, when they say men cheat, men don't cheat alone.
They don't.
We don't. So it is true that it is actual true. I think it was 7 women and 1 man. That was a long time. When I think it's 12 or 13 women to 1 man now.
Yeah, we did. We saw that. We saw that.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw that data earlier this week. We saw where there's so many female children being born,
exactly,
and the ratio of 1 woman to man is 13 to 1.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
So in other words, okay, if I get one woman, let me get this straight. So if I get one woman, right, and I have sex and I'm loving this one woman, you got 12 other women out here who just pissed.
No.
They just pissed because they riding around in their car, and you know women get into a car, and this is the other thing too. They get in there and push the gas to the metal, put the pedal to the metal, be all up on your back because they can't control at home. So that machine they have, they trying to control things. And that's what I've got.
Well, they're just expressing their anger.
But my point is that when you knock them down real nice and good, you gotta growl in the morning, you know, you gotta do all that. She just like a sweet pussycat. She ain't arguing. She ain't none of that. She's not controversial. She's not any of that. She's all loving and caring, even to strangers.
Yeah, because she's getting what she wants.
Right,
She's
exactly.
getting what she needs.
So that's what my point is, that you got 12 other women who are not getting what they want. Then what? What we deal with then? See, I'm telling you, look, I can tell you honestly and truly, and I started to say, I believe. There's one thing I do believe. Now, I mean, I know some of you guys are in positions where you can't answer, and I understand you can't answer. But I believe men should have harems.
Well, you know what? To your point, I will say this. The human race is the only species that has the expectation of being with one mate. Now, think about the animals.
Right.
Think about the animals.
Right.
Think about the lion.
Oh, I was just going to go there. I was just thinking about that.
The king of the jungle.
He knocks them all down.
All of them.
He knocks all of them down.
And I've researched this, and all the animals are like that.
Bulls
they
too.
can mate with any body they want to.
Right.
It's okay.
But you have a bull. You know, if you ever go to a farm, you know this to be true. Bulls, they say once a bull knock off one time, he don't want it no more. You know, a bull you can have one bull and 40 cows, and he'll hit all 40 of them balls, and they'll be right in line. They don't come bother him. That's true. Check it out now. The bull, I'm a Taurus, the bull.
See, I already knew that.
No, it's true. It's true though. What I'm saying is that bull knocks all of them down. It could be 40 of them. You could be 40. What you want on the farm? You want cow. You want a bull. One bull. All you need is one bull. You can have 500 cows on there. And believe me, he gonna put calves in all of them. All 5.
All of them.
Oh, he put
and it's okay. They all one big happy family.
And they go right there. They lay on him a little bit. He get up and move around, get away from that one. And then the one that he ain't knocked off, come and lay on him. He go ahead and he cuddle up with her and then go and knock her off. And once he knock her ass off, he don't go ahead. That's true. That's true. Check out what I'm telling you.
Now, you know what, ladies? We're doing this show because we know some people. You know, and I always, your girl Val DeVarreaux, I always try to look out for my sisters. I'm always going to look out for my sisters. Because I'm a woman. I'm going to look out for the women.
Supposed to.
However, we sometimes are delusional.
Right, exactly.
We are. You got to know who you dealing with, first of all.
Right.
You have to know and understand who you're dealing with, first and foremost.
Right.
If you are looking for a committed relationship, you have to have that conversation. You have to say that.
Right.
I'm looking for a committed relationship. I will only have sex with you under those circumstances if you commit to me. If you're not going to commit to me, we're not going to do this today.
Well, you know. Let me tell you how that works. Let me stop you all right now. Let me tell you women how that works, okay? Because I'm going to tell you this works, and it works, and it works, and it's worked again. Even if they think it don't work, it works again and again and again.
Because they'll tell you that.
And think about it, and man, well, let me tell you, explain it to you. We're going to say yeah. Men say yeah. Okay, baby, a committed relationship. But I tell you this. One thing I'm going to tell you, that she ain't going nowhere when you don't. She ain't going nowhere you don't. If you don't, you would tell her right then, I'm committed, and you later kill boss's sausage on her. You whipping her down that night. You beating her down like a runaway slave in that night. You all playing all the Isley Brothers. You all's getting down, hand me down, you hitting her, knocking her off, tearing it off to the greatest of the greatest. And all of a sudden, next morning, you wake up and your phone rings. Where are you at?
What if she doing a Megan news?
Wait.
What if she doing a Megan news?
Let me explain that to Megan.
What if she doing a Megan news?
Let me
What if she doing a Megan news?
Let me explain that to you. Now let me explain the man's point of view of that.
What?
When you leave, the other one's coming to do the Megan news.
See, ladies, that's why we doing this show, clarity.
I'm just telling you.
Clarity goes a long way.
I'm just telling you.
For your own sanity, you need to get clarity. And you know what? We got to be real with ourselves as women. As women, You know, we live in a fantasy land sometimes. When we meet somebody that we really into, we can see all of his flaws in the door. But we got this Mother Teresa type attitude.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's true.
We think we can save him. We think we can change him.
And then you say, and then another thing, big thing, you say, oh, I shouldn't give him none. That's what, now, let me explain. See, look, let me explain that to you, too. All right, see, look, hey, fellas, hold on. I'm giving up some game today. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And she'll lay there and not give us none, and that's cool and fine. Because what we do, as soon as we leave her, we go and pick up the other one that's going to go ahead and give it to us right then. We ain't got no time to wait. We're going to take out all the pleasure, all the pain on that one there. It's going to be so damn good. And we'll tell the other one, wait. And she can wait 9, 10 months. And I've been waiting. I ain't going to say. We don't care if you save yourself or not. You just playing with yourself. But the fact of the matter is, if you had knocked it down the first 30 minutes of me knowing you, I probably would have stayed with you. That's a fact.
What?
Yeah, that's really true. See, look, what they say, at the hype of the game is when you jump in. At the hype of, anybody, look here. We won't exclude anybody but the Chicago Bears. And I said that. A real football team we're talking about now. At a football game, they get worn out. They back and forth. They do anything, right? They do anything. Everybody's doing their thing, right? So my thing is this, is that everybody's doing their thing. So my thing is that you got to understand this, is that when they doing their thing, they ain't got time to play no game with nobody. So they say, hey, look, we tired. This is our last round. This is our last inning. This is our last quarter. This is our last field goal, whatever. Now a person can come in, a strong team, and they're fresh. They come and they can overtake that team. They can overtake them at the strongness of it, because they're the fresh part of it. At the end, people are walking off the field, off the court, off the baseball, at the very end, because everybody's ready, tired, they're beat. So the thing about it, when you get with a woman, it's at the height of your highness. You are on high with her. You loving her. You caring for her right then and there. And if she gives herself to you right then and there, you remember that. That thing lays in your head because it's the hype of the game. And at the very end, when she gives it to you, you really ain't thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you ain't really going. You know, and you don't went a year, and you've been waiting for that thing for a year, and then she give you that thing on a surprise visit. It may be one of them nights we just got tired. You know,
and it ain't really what you thought it was going to be.
And you're like, shit, you know.
I waited all this time for that.
And I saw it a year or whatever. So right there at the hype of the game, you sitting there, you looking at him, you looking at you, he looking at you, you go look at each other back and forth, and it's at the hype of the game, when right down when it's fresh. Give him a shot. Give him a shot. And you ain't got to give him a shot the next time no more. Just give him a shot of let him know what it's like. You see?
But the thing is, this is where the problem comes in, though. With us being so emotional, you know, we already have an image painted in our mind. Yeah. We already got this vision. And I was telling you that. The problem comes in when we talked about that 13-to-1 ratio.
Right.
That's where the problem comes in.
It does.
So when we run across that one guy,
right,
he's single, he ain't got no kids, he ain't never been married, he got his own crib. We can go to the crib.
Right.
You know that's a red flag when you can't go to the crib, okay? If you don't know, now you know. If you can't never go to the house, it's a red flag. Somebody else there. You heard me? Don't be stupid. Don't be slow.
Listen to Sister Val. This is true.
If you can't go to the crib,
there's a problem.
There's a problem. Somebody else there.
On both sides now.
On both sides.
On both sides.
Because if you're truly single, there's no reason why you can't go to their house.
And don't always buy into, hold up, I got to add this now, because women will pull this card and wear this card, you fucking T out. They'll say, well, don't let anybody come around my kids. And they'll hold you off for a year and a half, 2-3 years. They'll hold you off and come into their house. And I'm telling you, somebody be a whole man living on into their house. Now that sounds funny.
It's true though.
That sound funny.
It's true though.
Look at here, man. Look at here, man. Look at here.
I had somebody tell me that one of their friends told them they could never come to the house.
I know somebody.
My ex still got keys and he come by sometime.
Look, I know somebody who's been duped like that, and it was a hurting thing. He would tell me. It was a hurting thing. He dealt with the woman for a year, almost to 20 months, not 24, but it was like 20 months, 21 months he dealt with her. He dealt with this woman. The woman had the baby and everything. I don't deal with nobody. But she just had the baby, she said. I just had my baby a month old, and I don't want nobody around my baby. So he says, baby, I understand that. You know, we just getting together. I understand where you're coming from, so I'm going to respect that. And 21 months rolled past, and he's still like, she come over to his house, she getting down, and she said her mother.
He still hasn't been to her house?
Yeah, he had never been to her.
Well, that's because the baby daddy was there.
Wait. And he rolled past there one day. He rolled past there. He said, I rolled past there, but in front of the house, everybody got nice cars around there, but in front of the house, I rolled by there. He said, I see this real nice car sitting up there. He rolled back past there about 4 or 5 days later. He said, when he get some gas, he the same car. And he said, he see the guy getting out of the car. He just would tell me, and it blew my mind when he said, the guy got out of the car like he went and got a haircut or something. He said, the guy got out of the car, he said, the guy listened to music dancing. He said, it went all the way to the front door. He said, he sat there and looked like he was looking for something. He had the guy reached in his pocket, put some keys out, and opened the door, and went right inside that same house. So
that was his house.
And the Brown come to him that night, too short, come to him that night and talking to him, and he said, baby, you know, he said, doing the Mr. D. He said, well, I didn't want to mess with that because I ain't knocking out in a week. He said, but I told him, I said, baby, look, he said, hell with that. I ain't going no more. I ain't going no more. I ain't going. He said, well, who's that came over to your house? I saw a guy driving a car, and I seen the car before, and he come over to your house. He stopped for a minute and went in his pocket and took the keys out and turned them and went and said, oh, you could have came up to the door and knocked on the door. Wasn't nobody but my brother. He said, but I can't understand. Yeah, there's one thing that I didn't understand. Yeah, but she never told me she had no stepbrothers, he said. Yeah, she never told me she had stepbrothers, and she never told me she was adopted. You know, and I said, what about that? What about that you mean? You know, and he said, well, remember, brother, I got to be honest. You know, she's Asian. I said, is she? Yeah, this guy here was big, black like me. I said, man, listen to me. I said, what is the baby? Baby black.
That's the baby daddy.
Man, that's the baby daddy. So he got her in a position where she had to confess up. Well, every now and then he come over, he paying a mortgage on the house, and this day he said, but baby, you know, you told me that, you know, you work for a corporate, some kind of corporate place where she make, you know, 6 figures. And he said he talked to her, she laid there and threw the cry game down on him, and she don't want him to leave, and she loved him so much. Please, baby, come on, put yourself inside of me. I want to feel you tonight. He said, man, I put the dog walk on. He said, when I put the dog walk on, I told her, he said, my phone rang, I used to check the phone. I asked her, hey, baby, where you at? Come on over right now. He said, and when she was leaving out, he had his other friend walk right in the door. He said, she turned around. He said, he thought she wasn't going to do nothing. She turned around and beat that door. He had to call the police. I told him, though. She was at 21 months. She's tagging him along. And women do that to men also.
Well, you know what? Also. You know, he's telling y'all the truth.
Yeah,
but, you know, I know some of my female associates. I have very few friends. Very few. I got I got 3 best friends. One of them on the other side of the state from me. One of them in Mississippi, and the other one, she in the south suburbs like me. Hey, Laffy Taffy, I know you watch. But, but I'm telling you, my female associates, they are delusional. Just because you're intimate with a man, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I mean, it's happened to me too.
Yeah, it is.
I won't tell my viewers anything that I haven't been through. When your girl Val DeVarreaux come through and tell you something, I'm telling you from experience. It's happened to me too, and I know I'm a bad bitch. I know this to be true. Would you agree?
I do agree.
I'm a cool bitch too. I don't sweat a ninja.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't beg a ninja. I don't bug a ninja. Good woman. Give him all he want. Like Anita Baker, giving you the best that I got, baby.
Watch out now.
I ain't stingy either.
Watch out.
I ain't stingy. But just because you're intimate with this man, and you can be intimate for no matter how long you're intimate, unless you have that clarity with him. Unless you have that clarity. Now, see, last time we did understanding. Then we do understanding. But a lot of y'all didn't understand.
Now it's getting the total clarity of it.
Now we're trying to help you. We're giving you clarity. Unless you have that clarification. Baby, it's you and me. We exclusive. We are in a committed relationship. You don't have the rights to that man.
Or that woman. Or
that woman. You ain't got no rights. You better fall in the rotation.
Yeah.
You better get in where you fit in. And don't, if you can help it, keep your feelings in check. If you can help it.
Now that's a hard thing.
It's a challenge.
Because the heart wants what the heart wants when the heart wants it.
It does, but you have to be real with self.
With the mind, that's where the mind comes into effect.
That's where it comes in, where you know who you're dealing with. If you know you're dealing with this single dude ain't got no kids. This single dude ain't married. He ain't never been married. He got his pick of the litter. Remember that ratio now. Keep that ratio in the back of your mind. That 13-1. Yeah. Keep that up front. Keep that right there. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Keep that up there.
I agree.
This man is in high demand. What is it that's going to separate you from anyone else?
Yeah.
What is it that's going to separate you, ladies?
Well, let me tell you all one thing right now. You want to make a mistake at.
Where do we make our mistakes?
First of all, they think they get the best looky in the world. Well, I mean, you're supposed to feel that way because it's you. You're not supposed to be nobody better than you are. Or the best looky in the world. My looky is so good. Ooh, my looky, my cookie, my looky are so good. So, yeah, okay, but let me explain this to you about your looky. First of all, your looky may be ever so good, but one thing for sure, somebody else right down the block got it just like you got it.
But you know what nookie is nookie. I'm going to tell my sisters that too. Nookie is nookie. It's all about, it's an old song.
How you feel like that person?
That's the way I feel about you. Who made that song?
Bobby Womack, baby. Bobby
there you
Womack.
Go. For you
That's
youngins,
the way I feel about you.
For you youngins that don't know, Google it.
Yeah.
Going on YouTube. It's all in how he feels about you.
Right, exactly. That's true. You know,
it's all in how he feels about you.
You have to come to grips with understanding that. That's how they feel about you. And the way a person feels about you is how that person feels about you. Because you may not feel that way about somebody else, but you feel that way about that particular individual. That's the whole key. See, that person moves you and grooves you. That person right there, it hits your funny bone, your honey bone.
And that's the truth. I mean, it's happened to me. It's happened to me. I've been with someone, and I know their ex-wife looked like a damn alligator.
Yeah, but see, look.
And I'm not trying to come off and conceited, but I know I'm a bad bitch. But I'm telling you, that nigga would have walked on water for that alligator.
Right, but let me touch on that. Because the fact of the matter is, what we do is women overlook one important thing. They always say what she look like. The fact of the matter is not what she look like at all. It's not what she look like. See, you all think that's what she looks like. No, it ain't.
Well, but what is it, Don?
See, women, you all have a thing that's better than which we can relate to it. But the thing about it is that gene is also in us. It's called the intimacy gene.
Intimacy?
The intimacy gene. Now, I want to break it down to you. I don't get too graphic, but I want to give you a little bit of what I mean. You got some that may be fine as make wine. I've had those. I won't do without them. But my point is this: is that, but not referring to me, but I'm just saying, you know, someone else because it's not me. But I ran into them. Don't get me wrong. I ran over that road, but you got them so fine. It's ridiculous. And when it comes down to the point of being intimate, you see, a man wants to feel like he's 100 feet tall. That's what you want to feel like. A woman's supposed to make you feel like that, especially the part where you make love to her, because the more she makes you feel like more of a man, the more man you're able to give her. That's true. That's true. Now, brothers, now come on. I hear some of you calm yourselves down, brother. I'm not saying you don't get up like an MRS missile. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying to you, you know exactly what I mean. You ain't getting up like an RS missile for all of them, because some of them like, no problem. You arise for the occasion, yeah, okay, you get down. But some of them motherfuckers get to you, and she talks to you, right? And she rub on you a little bit, you see? And then she smile at you a little bit. And then she said, Daddy, she sit on your lap a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Then she'll lick on your chin a little bit, she'll pull your beard a little bit, and then she'll kiss you top of your forehead, rub you a little bit, and then she'll get up and she'll throw that thing right about here. And then she'll say, I'll be right back. And she'll come back and stand directly in your face.
It's just a little eroticism.
The thing about
you got to go erotic city on the back.
I told you I'm going to back. And she stands right there and she's talking to you and she take your face and place it in that sexy place. and she tells you, "How do you feel, Daddy?" You like, "Ooh, Lord, you like, I feel all right." And she touches you a little bit. She plays with your knee. She plays with your kneecap for a minute, and she talks.
See, Dondi trying to get X-rayed up in here, y'all. We trying to educate you.
Watch where I'm going now. Don't
miss it.
Do not miss where I'm going now, because you're going to miss it. Look, and then she'll kiss you on your ear, and then she'll tell you, we're going to sit it for like about another 20, 30 minutes. You ain't going to the killing floor right then, though. See, watch. Now, see, the thing about it, she going past the 4 play. This right here is the 12 play.
Ooh, 12 play, baby.
This is 12 play. My man R. Kelly, big
12 play.
This is 12 play. So she ain't going no 4 play. The 4 play, the 8 play. She going 12 play on you. And when she goes to 12 play on you, you understand what I'm saying? And every time, listen to what I'm saying now. Every time, even in the midst of an argument or midst of even getting up in the morning, before you go take that long, hard leak, before you do any of those things, she is the queen of the field. Ooh. Now, I'm telling you, when you find them like that,
Dondi trying to go X-rated on the Dondi DeVarreaux show, y'all.
And when you find them like that, when she gets down, and this is real, so all you women who said, I ain't going to, I wouldn't dare, all the one to get down
it's
there.
It's always somebody else who will.
And she gets down there, and you laying down in the bed, and you allow extra stretch bed, you dig. And she get down there, and she lick on your toes. You dig. And she look all the way up your ankles, and she talking to you. And she putting down demands, and you obeying.
You like that, Ted?
Man, I ain't put no man foot. I ain't put no man foot in my mouth. I ain't gonna do this to him. And I ain't gonna do. Let me tell you something.
It's somebody else who will.
The one who does, and they say, "Oh, she ugly." She
That's the one who be winning.
She may be ugly to your standards of ugly. But boy,
but she doing all the things that she won't do.
Ain't
that a song, Dondi? All the things your man won't do.
That's right. That's true.
The same thing with women. It's all the things your woman won't do. It's somebody else who will.
When she put it down, you reach over with the other hand, if you can reach it, and you put her on the crown. Baby, you get out, somebody you give her the crown. And the other women be hating, they can't understand it because that's like a woman. You know, it's like a woman.
Lying, because I ain't understand.
It's like a woman. It's like a woman. See, the thing
I ain't understand.
You know,
I'm like, baby, look here.
I'm telling you, look here. See,
that's like having filet mignon. You're having a choice of filet mignon or noodles, right. And that motherfucker picked the noodles.
That's how that goes. But see, every man, when you dealing with a woman,
for real,
you men out here dealing with women. Some of you dealing with more women than me, and if you have, you a mother. But the thing about it is that when you're dealing with a woman, and the thing about it is that you sensual with her every time you sensual. See, the thing about it is, oh, this guy got a lot of women. Well, if they don't get mad at that guy because he got a lot of women, learn his game, because his game is stronger than battery acid. So the thing about it, he ain't just got no. You think that women? I'm gonna tell you something. Women are not retarded. They're not crazy. But everybody want to go for a great feeling. You understand what I'm saying? And they one thing about a person with need knows no shame.
I heard you. Tell them again.
I'm gonna tell you, need knows no shame. Now I will explain that to you because look here, check out here, look. See, when a woman want to make love to a guy, she make love to him, she at home with it, okay, he going down on, he get with it, boom, bam, okay. But it's sometimes where you got to have some flavor with that favor. You got to have some flavor with it. And she sits up and I don't worry, I sit back and I just take it easy. I just suck on my cigar and smoke. I'll be cool. Because one thing about it, they may be cross seed, but they thinking about me. Because one thing about it ain't what you do to it, it's how you do it. And they think
what you do, y'all heard that?
They think about it.
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
I mean, and she may have thrown down with Jimmy and Bob, and they throw down on her. They knock her off. They put that hour ride on her. But yeah, man, when I get with that nigga friend, man, Lord have mercy in Jesus.
It's all.
He don't put that in. He puts it all in.
But the thing in a nutshell,
make up on love.
It's all about how you feel about that
but
person.
That makes them feel. See, look, I was this woman. I knew this woman, and she was with this dude. I knew he was no good. And he was no good. She went and bought him a brand new Cadillac. I tell you, you know who I'm talking about? The woman bought you a brand new Cadillac.
She bought him a Cadillac?
She bought him a brand new Cadillac.
Okay.
She bought him a brand new hog. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, she did. She would have got that hog for him. Lock, stock, and barrel. At the time, if I'm not mistaken, Cadillacs were $50-some thousand at the time. 50-some grand, so you want that money. 50-some grand. She went ahead and bought that caddy for him. She bought that caddy for him on Valentine's Day. His birthday is 2 weeks after Valentine. She went and bought that hog for him, got it, bow tied her, and went and got that money. She went and, I don't know what she got, long, she made nice money, but she went and paid for that car. She bought that car, and check this out. I ain't gonna lie to you. When she came over there the morning of his birthday, hey, get ready for this one, get ready for this one, get ready for this one. Her best friend was laying up in the bed. Knocked out, laying underneath him. She came into the house. She did not see her best friend laying down.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. You know I'm Creole, right? I'm from New Orleans. Yeah. You know my grandmama told me years ago, baby, don't you be bringing folks around your man now.
Check this out. See, that's...
Women, you heard me. You heard it first on the Dondi DeVarreaux show. Don't be bringing them women around your man.
That situation is not how that one worked, though. She worked someplace where he knew where she worked at. And he told her, yeah, you know, I got to know how you want to go for a ride. And
still,
she went over the ride. She knew where he was.
Everything.
And Lord,
everybody don't need to know everything.
But that's the thing. But see, all the things that she didn't do,
she did.
Man, her cousin was a mother.
But see, my thing is, everybody don't need to know my man.
They don't. They don't need to know.
You don't. And if you're trying to ask me too much information about him, I'm going to check you. Yeah. I'm going to ask you why. Yeah, well, why is it important to you to know about my man? Women, this is what you have to learn how to do. Stop telling these women all your business.
Well, you know, women can't help it.
Oh, yes, they can. I don't tell no ninja about my man.
I'll tell you why you all can't help.
I don't tell no ninja. Well, I ain't no girlfriend knowing everything about my man.
I want to add this and say this to you all.
You don't need to know.
I want to add this and say this to you all, because when you all get hot, you all blow up the spot.
You know,
oh, yeah. You all, when you all get hot, you all going to talk to... You all talk,
I got a friend.
You talk to the devil about it.
You know my friend, too. Try to ask me all kind of little intricate details. And what you need to know that for?
I know that. What?
For what?
Let me help you.
I'm not telling you all
this
that.
is woman's nature.
I'm not
even that friend, and which is her friend, I'll tell you this is what she do. And this is her friend, I'll tell her this is my girl, I love her to death. But I'll tell you that what she do is this. Now, it may be someplace where she ain't even interested in going, but she will take her. Or invite her. She invites her and takes her anyway, because that's a woman's nature. Because the thing about they don't say, oh, I ain't going to take her out of hell with I ain't going to. No, if a man ain't dealing with you like that, I ain't taking you there. You meet me there, you just can't show it up. You just got lucky. But you yourself, I know that friend, and she would say, okay, well, I'm going to just go in here because she asked me. I'm going to let her go and call, and I ain't going to be. But you don't know that particular that very night. That's like when you all went to the grocery store before, and you all said, man, me and me hitting on all morning long in the grocery store, and you got your hair up and rollers and carry on, whatever. And so you get the most action. And the thing about
it, because when I have a scarf on when I leave working out with you, I have on a scarf on my head when I work out, y'all. I swear, I can be all dolled up. They won't say nothing to me. When I had this damn scarf on, they follow me all through the damn store.
I want you to know where I'm going with it.
Why is that?
Because the fact that
why is that?
And they still don't get it. See, she's not getting it. But see, I'm giving it to her right here on the show.
Why is that?
When you like that and you stay that friend you don't deal with, you take that friend even, because that night right there, when you take her with you, you may have ran into the love of your life, but yet still here she is, right there, block it.
Oh, for real.
Block it. See what I'm saying? See, she don't know that. But see, we know that. As men, we say, hey, man, I don't dig dude, man. I ain't running with him. And you don't run with him at all. If you happen to see him in a joint where you don't dig the cat, you're going to avoid him 180%. You see what I'm saying? Not 360, that's right back to him. But 180. But see, women, and she'll take a friend, well, I'm going to just let her go tonight because I ain't got nobody else. Hey.
She find the love of her life.
No, she may find the love of your life there. And before you know it,
did y'all hear that, people?
And before you know it, she done got the goods to run down the block. Have you all ever heard that saying? That people always say, don't take nobody with you when you want to get a job.
Don't take nobody with you when you want to get a man.
And the thing about it is that women, and you recognize this here, when you go into some place real nice, you don't know your man may come out the wood. Well, you don't know where he coming from, but yes, you bring it anyway. You bringing that extra baggage anyway. See, that's what she messed up at. Bringing that extra baggage anyhow, and that extra baggage. Look here, look, a garbage can get lucky, y'all. You understand that? A garbage can gets lucky. So the thing about it is that piece that was made to be yours, mess around there and be her. Now the thing about it may not work out. You're like, oh, that's really what I like.
But
and
you know what, my friend
he'll
was
go over there and
delusional.
knock off. He'll knock her off and still be at you and was really seeing you to begin with. And then you get mad. Nah, you don't win it. No, you messed it up to begin with. You brought that to me, so I had to knock it off first because it was easier. Now the fact of the matter is, let's get down to our business.
Say,
now,
you was really the one I wanted.
Right, I've done that.
But that one was easier.
I've done that.
You have.
I've done it several times. I'm looking at the camera. I'm telling the camera.
You know what? That's the truth, though.
I've done. Look here.
That happened to me.
That happened to me. Yeah. See, there you go. See, it happened.
And you know that person was delusional because he wanted a bit more thing about her ass.
But did you? But the thing about it, but the thing is that when it happened, did he knock her off?
Hell no.
Okay. What is my point? Okay, I'm saying
He
I have.
think
Look,
about her ass.
I have been into a position where I seen.
What I say in the beginning, some of us women, we are delusional.
I ran into 3 of them like that, and it's one particular one I really wanted. She wasn't saying nothing, but the other 2 give me their numbers and they want to socialize. And I said, man, okay, the hell with it. And the other one, I see you when I see you. Okay, now I said, now I got to get back in the loop. So what I did is I went out with the other dog, you know, and I saw her, whatever. And when she saw us, I was hugged all up with her like I'm really feeling her. You know, and when she leave and go somewhere to wash her, I'll press on her. You know, I really like you. You know, she, girl, you. I can't believe it. Well, my friend, look here, baby. I'm just here to see you. I couldn't see you no other kind of way, so I had to come here. Now I got to leave back with her, but what we gonna do?
I hope you all are listening.
Okay, that's what we gonna
I
do.
hope y'all listening. I hope you understand.
And women, let me tell you something. Do not turn that opportunity down. Don't turn that opportunity, because she wouldn't. So the fact of the matter, when I pressed on, I went on back. Why ain't you back for you next day? I said, you know, I had to take care of your friend. I knocked off. I tell her first. You did what? Yeah, I knocked off. Now look, we go out tonight. Well, yeah, look here. It was all your fault. It was all your fault to begin with. If you came and act right and stopped the bullshit, we would have went on here and got this thing in. And
but you know what? I learned that the hard way. Yeah. I don't bring people around my man.
Well,
I know.
You don't bring them around your man, but the thing about it, when you get to the point, you get friendly with them on that note and say, come on, I'm going to bring them out. Where you going to bring them out? And you take them to a place when you and your man.
That happened to me before.
You take them to a place
you know what? That happened to me before. Years ago, I was much younger. And you know, I had a friend that me and her was cool. We like peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. We was cool. And I had a guy, and you know, she met him. He was home on leave and stuff, and you know, she messed around in my absence, and they exchanged number. And she broke down one day and told me she slept with my guy. I said, what? Who you talk to? What? You did what?
He didn't tell you.
He tell me shiggity.
Did he get a chance to sleep with you?
Look, he was my guy.
Oh, okay. See, he had knocked, and then he still had knocked off, and he didn't tell you.
He didn't
was wrong, brother. That was wrong.
And I, you know how I am.
Did you break up with him?
You know me better.
But the fact of the matter, let me explain to him. You shouldn't have broke up with him.
He lucky he still had his life. But
my point is,
I couldn't get mad at him though.
You shouldn't have got mad at him.
Because she was supposed to be my friend.
Right,
but you know what? I went against what my grandmother always told me from down in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. She always told me, don't you take nobody around your man, baby.
You know what? I've learned this. Let me tell you this.
She said, don't get too friendly with nobody.
They don't fat no frog for no snake. But I tell you what, they got a connection. I learned this. Give them all the room in the world. You understand that? If they got a connection, give them all the room in the world. You feel me? Because if I got a dog and the dog running loose, I say, hey, Spot, get over here. What are you going to do? You're going to get right over here. Or you're going to go home for them to feed him. So the fact of the matter is, I'm going to bring her when I want to bring her, and she's going to leave when I tell her to leave.
I don't do that no more.
Oh, yeah,
and you know what? To this day.
As a woman, you ought not to.
I don't do that. But to this day, I have female associates who always try to inquire about my men friends. Always. And you know what? I have one word that I say to them. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the thing about it, they want to know why, because the fact of the matter,
why?
They want to know. The thing about women, which women share.
You know, I don't.
Well, let me tell you.
I learned.
Wait, listen to what I'm saying.
I learned the lesson.
They don't share. It may not be a physical thing with a woman, but it's also a mental thing with a woman.
I don't share.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm different. See, I learned from that first
right,
thing that happened to me.
Yeah.
I learned that lesson, but you know, I have been taught that lesson. But I find that every time I go against what I already know, right, I fuck up. I mess up.
Well, that's true. That is true. But the thing about it is that the clarity in that situation is that you got to get clarity. So the thing is, you got to let them know this is what happens. That's the clarification in it right there. Because
Right.
if he's doing that, if he has done that, and he's a real man, and I can tell you, and I say real man,
And
you
he
understand,
told me she
and
didn't.
I would
She
tell her.
told me, and
Uh-huh.
then I asked him. I
And
said,
he didn't
"What?"
deny it. He didn't deny it.
He denied it.
He did?
I said, "Okay."
Oh, okay.
All
He was
right.
a scary cat. He was afraid to lose.
All right.
He didn't want to lose your love like Freddie Jackson.
I know. I like that
don't
song
wanna
too. Lose
Hey.
your love. Hey,
He didn't
I
want-
like that. I don't like his big shoulder pad wearing
but
ass that much,
he didn't-
but I like that
I
song.
love Freddie. I love Freddie.
I hate red. I hate. What's his other
Freddie, let
song?
me tell you something.
The red dress
Freddie,
or
let me
some
tell you
shit.
something.
What's his other song he got?
Rock Tonight. Freddie, you are.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Freddie, let me tell you something. A song I really like that Freddie Jackson did is what was it called? You know, my mind.
That's
is
the
going
only one I like.
No.
What you just said. I don't want to lose your love.
Freddie,
I don't like
Freddie
his
had a lot
big
of-
shoulder
Freddie-
pad
Freddie
wearing
had a lot
ass.
of, had a lot of good hits. But
I
my
don't
point,
like his shit.
but my point is this: is that
Did you know he was gay?
well, hey, that's fine.
But I'm just
You
saying.
like
I
gays.
just wonder.
Gays
But you
all
know
right,
I
they
ain't
cool.
know. But
my
I should have known.
Well, my
them
point
big
is
ass
this:
shoulder
is that
pads.
say is that Freddie was all right guy. But my point is that if the guy didn't tell you the reason why he did it, or he did it and didn't tell you, he was a scary cat. I mean, myself,
He was, because he knew I was
yeah.
going to dismiss his ass immediately, which I did.
Yeah, I like. Well, you know, the thing about it is that you just.
But you know what? That was my fault, because I should have listened
the thing about it
to
is that
what I had been taught.
well,
And I should have never brought her around my man.
Right, but when you dismissed
I'm not
him,
going to ever do that again.
Let me say this: when you dismissed him, he wasn't strong enough to stay.
No, he wasn't. I dismissed his ass. I'm
See,
like, I can't
first of all,
trust you no
he
more.
should never get. You should, baby, you should
Can't
never
trust
but
you
see,
no
the,
more.
The game is when a
Just
woman
can't.
thinks she can't trust you, say, baby, you never should be able to trust me. You look her in the eye, and you jack up, and say, baby, you should never trust me.
I couldn't
But
trust him
you
no
tell-
more, so I had to dismiss
you
him.
tell,
immediately.
and when he had told you that you would have thought about what life really was, and he looked in there and he took care of that business off he should have done. Look here, take trust me.
Well, you know what?
See, you got to look here. You got to have more game than Parker brothers out here, buddy.
And
you can't
most
play
of
it.
them, most of them don't.
You got to let her know, don't trust me. Just trust what I'm doing to you right now. You got to do.
See, and that's the whole purpose of this show, people.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing this show on purpose.
Yeah.
It was a reason we did
Yeah, oh,
this
yeah.
topic, clarity.
Yeah.
Because women, I'm talking to you women,
Listen to her.
you have to understand.
Yeah.
If you know you're looking for a certain thing, you know that you need a certain thing in your life,
Right.
you got to understand who you're dealing with. You got to understand who you're dealing with. You can't go after that black stallion out there that's wild. You know who the Cowboys can't never catch? You can't go after that one. You
Yeah,
got
that
to
shit
go
right
after
hard
that
to
brown and white one.
Well, you know.
Now you know what? You might be severely attracted to that black one. Ooh, cause he black and he shiny and pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he all muscle. He looking good like $1 million.
You gotta have what it takes
Ooh,
to get him there.
and you know what? He make you feel that kind of way you wanna feel.
Right.
But you know your situation.
Yeah.
You know your needs.
Yeah.
You know your wants.
Yeah.
You have to be smart enough to recognize and understand.
Right.
Look, I can enjoy that stallion.
Right. Exactly.
However, I can't lasso that stallion.
You know, that
He
may
ain't
be
gonna
true.
let me break it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that may be true.
He ain't,
But then-
because he
then-
ain't meant to be
but,
broken.
But what happens then, it heightens your game. That's what it does. It heightens your game. So the fact of the matter is that every woman got game, so you gotta heighten your game. So look, listen to me. He can be broken. He can be broken. I'm giving you all something right
But
now.
all of that crying,
Well,
all of that
it
crying
depends on
and
that.
getting mad and
Right.
why you do me like that? He ain't do none of you. You
Right.
did it to yourself.
Mhm.
You knew that was a stallion when you first saw it.
You can't reverse the game on him to make him think that he did you wrong. and he
You
got
knew
wrong.
that was a stallion.
He didn't do you wrong.
He didn't do you wrong. You did yourself wrong.
Exactly.
Because you weren't real with yourself. You didn't have that clarity
Right.
within yourself.
Right.
You were supposed to know what it is, and you were supposed to enjoy it for what it is.
Right.
I know what this is.
Yeah.
I know what this made me feel like.
Right, but the woman that I told you, that I knew that got her Cadillac wrecked by her boyfriend. She bought it, and he took the Cadillac and he wrecked the Cadillac. Matter of fact, let me tell you what. But he wrecked the Cadillac. They got into argument. She chased down and he run the Cadillac into a pole.
She was chasing him?
Yeah, she was chasing him. He jumped up naked, jumped in the car, took off.
Stop doing all that.
But the thing about it,
that's not
classy.
That's trash.
1 month later,
stop doing it.
I saw him in his car, and they got the car fixed or whatever, and they in the car, and she's right there with him. I said, man, I stepped on that girl. What happened? You know, I'll be back in a minute. You go and holler at her and talk to her. Talk to sister. She a little angry at me today. I said, baby, why he cool with you? That's my main man. But why do you go back to that? I said, you so much in love with him. I ain't in love with him. I'm just in love with the way he make me feel.
Exactly, but that's the clarity.
Yeah,
that's where clarity comes in.
Yeah.
You have to be real with yourself.
Yeah, well, you know,
that's where the clarity of it all comes in.
Then she came into grips with herself. I understand it. And she came into grips, even though he was sleeping with her cousin.
And you can have a beautiful thing if you have clarity within yourself.
Right, she said she could say, hey, she don't care what cousin sleeping with him.
Exactly.
She said one thing about
you just chasing that feeling the way he make you feel.
Love is a drug. Sex is a drug.
It is. It's addictive.
Love is a drug and sex is a drug. I don't care what that feeling. Because one time ain't enough, and 10 million times is too many.
I'm telling you.
One is too many.
But you know what?
Ain't enough.
Don't be getting mad.
Yeah, it is.
Don't be crying. Yeah. Don't be cussing him out. Right. I hate you.
One is too many.
Don't text me no more. Don't call me no more. I hate you.
That's it.
You enjoyed it. Enjoy yourself. If you're a single woman, enjoy yourself.
Well, that's what. When you want to say that, let me go back to what she was saying. See, women. Another thing you all do is you all say, I can't give myself to nobody. That's what you all say, because it's an intimate thing. So the thing about it, if that's enjoying yourself, don't look. I know. I talk to a lot of you women, and I know a lot of times I'll be with you women, and you all women will not share to your friend on what you actually are, because you got some women, and I know some of men are funny acting as well, and that's cool too. But my point is that sometimes you get a woman, she's the prettiest one in the group, and she's the whorish of the bunch. I tell you. But the thing about it, baby, do not deny yourself. Because when you deny yourself, you're going to just lock yourself up in a big old ball, and then you're going to have a ball of confusion. So you got to let it out.
You got to be true to yourself.
You got to let that out. If you don't let that out, then think about it, the clarity about it. If you're a damn fool for him, tell me you're a damn fool for him. Tell him you
ain't even gotta tell him. I don't think you gotta tell him.
You don't want to.
You don't want to tell him. Don't tell him.
He knows all.
Cause they act different, but he gonna know. But you ain't gotta verbalize.
Let me tell you something.
It's a nigga that he make you feel some kind of way. You just enjoy it.
He make you feel some kind of way.
He know it. But you ain't gotta clarify.
You gonna clarify. You gonna clarify.
You know what I'm saying?
When you clarify why you got clothes on,
you can
clarify when you got clothes on. You gonna clarify how he makes you feel.
Right.
You got him in there to break down.
It's a good feeling. What you like to say, Dondi? Oh, what a feeling. What?
Oh, what a feeling with her feet on the goddamn ceiling.
Hey, now.
And ain't no lie. But
and if you know you got that,
yeah, and that's true.
Take it for what it is.
Because you be doing it all night long.
Don't take it for nothing else.
A lot of reason all night long.
I'm telling you, it don't make you a hoe if you still looking. You still looking until you find that one.
Yeah.
Well, you're not
gonna find that one. You sit up there. You got a chastity belt on.
Right, but you can't try to lasso that stallion. That stallion can't be broke.
He can be broke by the right woman. I can tell you that.
But it's all on him though. It ain't on you.
Yeah, that's right.
It's on him.
You gonna know off the top.
It ain't on you.
Sometimes it ain't the one. Sometimes
right.
Even though sometimes
it's all about how he feel about you.
We running that too. They running that too. They get the woman. They like, oh, I dig her so much, but she just ain't. And then hey, you got to figure out a way to break her.
I know it's happened to me.
It's happened.
I know people have enjoyed me. I know they like the way I made them feel.
I'm not Superman,
but I wasn't that one.
But that's true.
I wasn't that one.
But you know what?
I'm telling you, I'm here today to let you know. I know I'm a bad bitch. I ain't no dime piece, goddamn it. I'm a dollar piece.
When I found this out, when I wasn't that one, I found the one that I could be that one with.
Well, yeah, but you know what? That's what men do too.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's a fact. That's actual factual.
That's what men do.
That's actual fact. I found the one I could be that way with.
And that's what men do.
Yeah, that's true. I found one I could be that way. I could be that way with.
Because when you're a strong woman, I'm an alpha female, and with a beta male, He know I'm too much woman fan.
Well, yeah, he may, but you got some.
He may. He
But
do know.
no, you got some fools out here that still trying.
Yeah, they gonna try, but they know already.
Why you constantly going at something and what you actually know that ain't working. If it ain't working, then hey, the thing about it. See, look, in this show we always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it's broken, you better do something to fix it.
But you know what? I ain't trying to fix shit. If
Well,
it don't work for me,
well, it's not that important.
I'm in that place.
It's not that important to you to fix it.
It's not.
It's not that important
I'm
to
in that
fix it.
place right now. I ain't trying to fix shiggity. I've done that, been there, done that.
Mhm.
I ain't trying to fix shiggity no more.
Yeah.
You know, if it is what it is. If it ain't what it ain't.
That's true.
If
But-
I don't do it for you, then goddamn it.
But in each situation, what you gotta do, you got to get the clarity of it. You say,
do. You have to get the clarity.
You gotta know what is going on in here.
But my sisters have to understand. They got to be real with themselves.
You gotta be real with yourself before you're real with anybody else. That's a fact. Know what you're dealing with, knowing who you are. That's the whole key.
And
That's
know
the-
your situation.
Right. Know thyself.
Know your situation.
Know thyself.
Know what
Thyself, be
you're
true. That's
exactly.
true.
Be
Know
true to
thyself.
yourself.
And thyself
Know
be
what
true.
you're bringing to the table. Know what you're asking for someone to deal with, and then you think about it.
Well, that's a real strong fact. I do believe that. I know that's true, but the fact of the matter is that it has to be an agreement within you. Now, you don't have to agree with him that this is what you want to do. You have to agree with yourself. Now, that's the strongest person in the world to manipulate or to put in
Yourself.
position is yourself.
Yeah, you got to put yourself in his shoes. If this was me, what I want, would I be willing? Would I be willing to take this on? Would I be willing to take this responsibility on? Would I be willing to do that? To put this burden on my back?
Well, sometimes I'm going to tell you something. You women give us a pretty hard burden as well. Come with a lot of luggage. Come with a lot of baggage. Not to say men you don't. You men do as well come with a lot of baggage. But women come with sometimes an excessive amount of baggage. And then they want you a quick decision. They want a quick decision.
And
a drink
it's
and a
not
quick decision. Sometimes, I know I've been faced with decisions. It take me a minute to throw it around in my head.
Yeah, because it's a
heavy.
lot.
It's heavy.
It's a lot.
And not that you say a no. It's not that
Yeah.
you say a no about it, because it's something that you never would have considered that you will consider if it's a person that you like.
It's a person that you like, but you do have to give it some thought.
You do.
You really have to give it some deep thought.
Right, so you have to
because
think
you're
about it
talking
for a
about
little
a lifetime commitment.
There you go. We're not talking about just a week.
You taking somebody that's free as a breeze. We're talking about that stallion. Remember that
and
stallion.
You giving him all your baggage now. You giving him all your baggage now. Not just you. You giving him
and
all
you
your
asking this
baggage.
stallion to put all this luggage on his back.
Right, and he's not a workhorse.
That's gonna slow that stallion
that stallion
down.
working in the work,
That stallion used to run it free.
He's not a field horse.
Right, he used to run it free.
Right, exactly. So
he used to enjoying the breeze.
That's a hell of a
enjoying the variety.
Hey, I understand it because I've been in that position.
And you know what? You got to learn how. You have to learn how to take what you can from a situation. Learn from that situation. Learn what you like.
Right.
Learn what you like. If I like this situation, the way this situation make me feel, I'm going to mess with it. I'm going to go with it.
Don't be ashamed to.
Don't be ashamed. Don't be mad. Don't be angry because, he ain't trying to take on, he ain't trying to settle down with me.
Women do that. But man, he's thinking. He's thinking you guys to do something that he never done ever before in his life. But you asked him to do that. And you don't think it's a big thing. Oh, anybody will just do it. No, anybody won't just do it.
No, they won't.
You try to add it with the next person, with the next person. You tell a man who has no kids at all, they accept you and your badass kid, or your good kid, or 5 or 6 of your kids, or just you want him just to accept you. You have to think for a moment, is this fair? Is this fair?
Because the other person's feelings do matter.
Because he's considering your feelings, he's taking on you and a whole tribe. So think about it. He's gonna give everything he had, everything he's got. He's gonna give it up.
You know what? You know what? My brother, he might come off as cold and crass sometimes, but he's honest.
Yeah.
And he keeps me totally grounded.
Yeah.
And he's taught me so much about men and how men think, because we as women, we think totally different. We really do.
Yeah.
We really do. And it wasn't for experience. It wasn't for experience until I understood You know, I had someone, and you know, my brother told me in the door. You did. You remember you told me in the door.
I told him, look, but you know, hey.
He told me in the door.
Yeah.
You like how I feel right now?
Yeah, buddy.
But that ain't that
ain't the ticket.
That ain't the ticket.
Just enjoy it though. If you enjoy it, hey,
he did. He told me just enjoy the ride.
Because that ride, they're gonna come to an abrupt.
But that ride gonna come to abrupt, and show us shiggity.
It did.
It did.
And it did. Because the fact of the matter is that's how they go.
You know what? I found something different.
Yeah, and you're gonna like it a lot more.
And I didn't have to say one word. It was all revealed to me without me opening my mouth.
Well, you think about it, if you went there closed-minded and angry at it, you would never receive it.
And you know what? I wasn't. That's something I've never been. And women, that's another thing too. We cannot hold all men.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We can't hold all men responsible for what the last one did. We can't close ourselves off and be bitter. Yeah, we can't do that, and we have a habit of doing that. Yeah. You know, we just hate everybody because of what the last one did.
You can't.
That one was there for a season.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a reason for that season.
Or a reason.
It's a reason for that season.
But that wasn't your lifetime.
No, it wasn't.
Don't give up and don't change. You know, don't change who you are.
Don't let them change you.
Don't let them change
who you are. Don't do
Enjoy what you had with them. You know, remember the good times. You know, try to dismiss the bad times. It was a learning experience.
It was.
Look at it as a learning experience. I mean, the things that I've been through, it hurt my heart the last time.
That's everybody.
It did. But you know what? I learned so much from it.
Right.
Because I know what I put into it. But I learned so much from it. Right. And then I made the decision as a grown woman, I'm not going to let that change me.
You ought not to.
I'm not. I'm not going to hold the next man responsible.
Please don't, because you're
for what the last one did to me.
You're being really, we call that
really selfish.
Being very selfish.
And don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Have that clarity. Right. If you know what you want, and you stand on what you want.
Right.
Look,
right.
I got a kid. I got these kids.
Right.
I got some kids. I need a role model for these kids. I need a daddy for these kids.
But if he says no, I can't do it, don't get angry at him.
Don't get angry at it.
Enjoy what you got with him.
Respect his feelings. He got feelings too.
He may change down the road. He may not. He
might not, but he has rights just like you have rights.
He likes you now. He cares about you. Don't mean he don't care about you.
Exactly. But you have to put yourself in his shoes.
Right.
If you didn't have nothing, you ain't have no strings attached. You ain't had no responsibility, no kids, no nothing. Would you be willing to take on this big old responsibility, this big bag on your back?
Let me tell you a short story here. Look, I met this young lady, and I'm talking to her, and it was under a friend, an associate that brought her around us. We were talking, gorgeous, beautiful woman, and she's talking about all the things in which she don't have, not all the things she had. Gorgeous woman. All the things she don't have, things she wished that she did have. I'm just listening to the conversation, just listening. All the things she wished she did. So the thing was about it is that at the end of the night, I offered to take her home, and I said, "Let me take you home." And she's like, "Okay, fine, we take her home." I took her home. Being nice, I gave her my number, told her to give me a call, whatever. A couple of days later, she gave me a call, and we talking. And she came over, we ate, we hung out, and I knocked off. I gotta tell you. Fact was, she told me this. This is something she told me. She says, "Well, I want to," and it's amazing because women see things so differently we see. She said, I want to have something special with you." I said, "You got something special with me, baby." No, I'm not saying that. I want to be like number one on your speed dial. I want to be that one you come to, one you talk to, this, that, the other. But I guess she must have been delusional because she told me all the things she didn't have, and all the things she didn't have are the things I need to have a woman to have. You understand what I'm saying? Even the simplest things she didn't have. So my point to you is that I said to myself at the moment, I said, should I tell her, should I not? Should I tell her? I told her, I said, look, let's stop the bullshit. Let me sit down and talk to you. I said, if you were like I am right now in life, financially and whatever, you're like, all right, and I'm like you are right now.
Would you take me?
Which you had gave me some. She said, I wouldn't even look in your direction.
See?
She says, I wouldn't have even looked
You know, that's
in your. She says, first of all, she said right there and there, she said, I wouldn't have looked in your direction. And what it did, it hit me like Mike Tyson punch. Bam! Immediately, I'm like, see, I give you a shot at a time. I want to knock you off. But she said she wouldn't even give me none.
see.
So the fact of the matter is that I gave her some. So my point is to go to show you how it works. Is that, hey man, hey, people don't care about your feelings, they care about their feelings.
They're very selfish.
So
and that's true.
That's why I didn't hesitate to tell her. I said,
people are very selfish.
I'll be giving you a call back whenever I want to get down.
Well, you know what, people, we are ending. We're coming to the end of our show.
Right.
And you know, we hope that today we have helped somebody, you know, to understand what we meant when we titled this show Clarity. You gotta have clarity with self first before you have it with anybody else. Have that conversation, get that, you know, that clarification, and then from there, take it from there. Okay, am I going to deal with this for the joy that it brings me, or am I not going to deal with it? But you know, for those of you who are watching us today, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button so that you don't miss what I say, Dondi?
Exactly.
Episode of the Dondi and DeVarreaux show.
That's right.
And again, we are part of the NMG Podcast Network.
Right.
If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to call us at 872-307-3828. We have a couple of sponsors that I need to mention. We have Don's Construction.
Yes.
Okay, you can reach them at 708-735-9580. My man Don's Construction, you know, anything you want done, rehab or, you know, reconstruction, whatever. They can get it cracking for you. Yeah. We have Kane's Medical Career Training. Right. The lovely Mrs. Walker is the instructor. If you ever were a CNA or you want to be a CNA, you were a CNA and you let your license lapse, call Mrs. Walker at area code 773-699-8819 or Kane's Medical Career Training lowercase.com, and Mrs. Walker can help you with that. We also have OK's Sports Bar, and OK's is located at 4736 West 147th Street in Midlothian. OK's Sports Bar. Want to give a shout out to my best friend Laffy Taffy. Hey girl. But you ain't any parting words for him, Dondi?
Well, I got one thing to say to you. You know, and you all, this is a common word you guys always use, is you know, keep it real. Keep it real. That's all. You just keep it real. And the thing about it is that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And when you run into a situation, you know, sometimes we like a situation so much. Yeah. I mean, it's happened to me. I'm your girl, Val DeVarreaux. I ain't gonna tell you nothing I ain't meant to. If you like it so much, you gotta analyze and look at it for what it is. I like something so much, and I thought in my mind it'd be so perfect for me. But then now, being removed from it, I'm like, shoot. Ooh, I dodged the book. You didn't need it at all. Boom, I dodged the book. But you know what? The creator, he got something better for you, man. Yeah, exactly. What's for you is for you. Yeah, that's true.
And it's going to come to you. Okay? Mm-hmm. So you got any parting words, Don?
One more thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. All right, until the next time. This is Dondi and DeVarreaux show. Y'all be safe out there, okay?
And peace.